Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. Good morning. Hope you're keeping well. You join us here for some simulation. Yes, we're going to be flying the Starship. Haven't flown this in ages. We're on the ground here at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood Airport, and we're going to ramble up the road in Florida to see what it's all about. We're also using the OnAir companion app, currently in beta, but it's an open beta, and we're going to be doing some freelance flights with an aircraft I haven't flown in ages, and I gotta say, man, the Starship is probably one of the best planes we have in the sim. The level of detail, the coding, the systems, and it's just out there. Like Navin, you know. So that's what we're planning today. The weather considerably different here in Tipperary. 18 degrees today. It's 10 degrees less than yesterday. What? It's 23 degrees in the man cave. It's cooling down still with the aircon. It's now warmer inside the house than it is outside the house, which wasn't the case for the last few days. Do you know? But I hope you're keeping terribly, terribly well. And yeah, today's flight, all about checking out the Starship, learning more about OnAir and the new features coming with the new companion app. And then a little bit later on, we're going to plan for our VATSIM flight tonight. We're flying into Santos Dumont, and I'm very much looking forward to this one. So we will do our briefing and figure out all the stuff. I'm on live time and live weather here in the sim, on the ground at Fort Lauderdale. It's about 6 in the morning, and well, there's thunder and lightning. It sounds biblical, you see. So we'll get ourselves up and running here now in a few moments. With all our daytime streams, if you guys have any questions relating to the sim, if you have any issues, well, do be sure to ask them. We'll try and get them answered. Right? Do you know? Oh, come here. Something came in the post today. Look. I need to show you this. Did my screens kind of glitch out there a little bit, did they? I need to show you these because I won't show you that one because I'm giving someone the finger. So Gibbo sent me a gift, a birthday gift, and they arrived today, right? I'll put them that way so you can actually see what's happening. Jesus then. Right. Look at the big happy head in that Muppet. Look, that's terrible sad, isn't it? The other one, well, if I hide that finger I might get away with it. Yeah, I'll do that. Look, that's the other one. Big Egypt. So they're Crocs. Well, they're Crocs adjacent, you know. But I can go around wearing these fellas now. They literally have my face in them. That's shocking, isn't it? Gibbo, you have terrible taste. But thank you very much indeed. I will wear them with pride. Sometimes, in fact, that's all I'll wear. But, right. But anyway, that's the crack now. New Crocs, lads. Where would you get it? Where would you get it? But anyway, are they on sale? you get them free with every lanyard purchased. Yeah. That's how they work. No, they don't. But anyway, welcome in, lads. Hope you're having a great day. We're very close to the weekend. It's a long weekend in Ireland, a bank holiday weekend, which is great. So we shall see. We shall see what happens. We shall see what happens. I've loads to do. I've a mission now this weekend. I've other stuff to do, but my main mission, because I was checking things out yesterday, I need to get out my air gun, which is in this drawer. I'm not taking it out because all my wood polish. But the air gun, and I'm going to unplug both PCs and then go bananas with the air. Clean them, yes, de-dust them. I'd be like your own Mrs. Bucket, Mrs. Bouquet, lady of the house speaking, and I'd be doing the right, brilliant. I wonder should I take them outside because me streaming PC, which lives over there. Don't look at the back of my head. Me streaming PC is over there. Do you see the white thingy? Look, I can turn this fella. So there, in there is me streaming PC. So why did that thing turn off? I knew I did some sort of static. Hang on. I need to turn this back on. Why did that turn off? Stupid thing. It's because I got up and they were static. You see? Now this fella should be talking to that fella. Yes, it worked because I'm a genius. Brilliant. But anyway, this is right. It's never a dull moment here in Tipperary in Murph Manor. You wouldn't know what'll happen next. I'll break something. Yeah, well, usually I'll break something. Right. Lovely back at the head camera there this morning. Now you've been exposed. You've been exposed to my greatness and genius. But yes, right. Anyway, Crafty Tigers is here. Good morning. I hope all is well. The Limbics, top of the evening to you. Hope all is well. Down under the down under. Kyoto. No, wait. Kyoto. There, right. This light isn't doing what it needs to do. Hang on. There's buttons being pressed. I can hear alerts going off. Why is that light? Oh, hang on, look, I'll fix this now. I'm looking a little bit kind of, tango. You know when you've been tangoed. We're going to turn down the temperature and turn up the... Now, isn't that only the picture of health and happiness on a Thursday morning? Right, brilliant. Anyway, buttons. Crafty Tigers are welcome in. Mrs. TPHI rolls into the room upside down, wondering, how did you get here? Good to see you, Mrs. Mac Vision, good morning. 98 Vulcan is in the house. Welcome aboard. DK Funfly, good to see you, buddy. Chris Van Halen is here. Max, welcome in. Grafton 11, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Filthy is doing the work lurk today. Yes, the work lurk, it's a skill. It's a skill. Commander Balosh is here for 175 streams. Thank you very, very much indeed, buddy. You're very kind. Sumner is here. Good afternoon from Naples, Florida. We're across the road. Put on the kettle. It's great to see you, buddy. Eamon 1973, good morning to you. Shutter Pilot is here. It's very stormy in Florida. It's given it the full 9 yards, right? Sir Campsalot, my dude. Good to see you, buddy. JBS is here. Welcome aboard. Homewrecker, hello to all in County Cork. Idle Cutoff, Cambridge calling. Hello from Tipperary. Hope you're well. What's the weather like in the UK, lads? Are you still getting bashed? Norris Viking, good morning to you, buddy. Now let me see. Just Roy is here. Good morning, good afternoon, Murph and chat. Let's go to the beach in Florida and look for some ships at night time. Yes, it's what we do. Chalks, good morning. Avro Vulcan is here. Now let me see. Katie Pilot is here. Good to see you, missus. She says, hang on. When I went to bed, you were live. Have you been streaming all night? Not at all. I get put into storage at night time, What does Scott? Spousal unit. Scott calls his wife the spousal unit. Obviously not to her face because, well, she'd murder him. But yes, the spousal unit. Although, what did I do last night? When I finished the stream last night, I went outside because it was much cooler. Yes, it was nice and cold. And I had 2 streams yesterday and I was roasting. So I walked around the garden for a while. And my new robot lawnmower, we bought him in Lidl. Well, the missus bought him in Lidl. It was a gift. And I called him Charlie. He's flat out. He's a great worker, right? Doesn't say anything, does his job, and just nothing to say. A bit like myself, but brilliant. But Katie, hope you're well, missus. Hope you're well. Bodup is here. Good morning. Andy 11. Hide the finger with the bigger finger. Yes. Indeed. Photos by Kev is in the house. Jesus, 30 months. That's how I laugh. Photos by Kev, 30 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, buddy. Hope you're well. Apache's in the house, 180 streams in a row. Thank you very much, buddy. Now, let me see. Kaharia, the lovely Kaharia, has joined us here this morning. Tier 2 for 62 months. I was going to say something lovable, but then I saw her comment. Look at the silver hair. What are you talking about, silver hair? That's like beautifully blonde. Right, adjust your television set. It's bright, full, deep blonde. Yeah, deep blonde. Yes, that's the colour. If you're seeing grey or any of that, it's clearly your TV is shagged. Right. It's too early for the back of the head cam. Kaharia, thank you very, very much indeed. Hope you're well, missus, and a very happy Thursday. Malky Mac is here. Good morning. Hope you're well. Now, A. Crotty is here. He says, how are you, Murph and Fireflies? I am on holidays now until the 8th of June. I have to try and get my man cave in order so I can get my rig set up again. Dude, you have a month and a bit off? That's fantastic news. Good stuff. Get working on the cave. Yes. Chalk says, more lurking than working for me, but don't tell the boss. It's okay, Chalks. It's our secret. If anyone comes in, you're doing an online symposium. Yes. What's that? Shh. Can't talk, have to listen. Right. Brilliant. Dazza Arab is here. Hello. Good to see you, Dazza. How's she cutting, man? Great thunderstorms last night over the Cotswolds. I heard Bristol got a fair bashing of thunderstorms as well. I heard a bit of rumbling of thunder. Then again, it could have been another sound I heard at, 4:30 this morning. I'm going to call it thunder. But yes, 10 degrees cooler here today. No storms or anything, but great for the outdoor yard cleanup. Ooh, yes. I have to say, my outdoor situation, I need to paint my walls. And that's like, it sounds, a bit of painting. No. So my garden is surrounded by walls. It's a bit of a prison. But, and they're high walls. There'll be no scale in these. Not a hope. But you have to treat them. It's just like normal kind of cinder block walls. You have to treat them. Well, sorry, I have to clean them first. you know, algae and other things that live in your wall. And then I have to treat them. Box of chocolates, bunch of flowers, and then I have to paint them. There's a lot of work involved in this, and I'm strongly considering, you know, can I just ask someone to do it? Or maybe I can invite lads, we're having shh, say no more. That's exactly what we'll do, but don't tell them. I'll say to Adam and to Muse and to Gibbo, come on down, lads. I want to have a barbecue. And then when they get down, I'll just, there's the paint. Right? Brilliant. That's a genius idea. Now, where's this now? I should have called him Moses. Moses Lawn. That's brilliant. Oh my God, that's fantastic. Moses the lawnmower. Moses, yes, he Moses the lawn. That's fantastic. Oh no, I didn't. I called him Charlie. Charlie. Moses Lawn. I love that. It's like me car. I call it Iona. Yes, her name is Iona. And in my case, it's Iona Skoda. Brilliant. But you can call your car Iona. Or anything, in fact. Iona. It's a great name. But yes, Moses. Disposal unit, said with an accent. Wait, what? Yanni Vision is here. Good to see you, Yanni. I hope you're well. Murph, you don't get the pun. Read it again carefully, says Roy. We'll try this again, Roy. Good morning, good afternoon. Let's go to the beach in Florida and look for some ships at night. Wait, are you trying to say Florida at night time? At the beach? Roy, your whimsical whimsy is lost on me at times, but that's not your fault. I'm an idiot, but I've accepted it. You know, I've accepted it. Right. Good morning, Malky. Good to see you. Cornwolf is here. Hope all is well. Idle Cutoffs still hot as balls. Really, Jesus. Now let me see. We're over here. Look. Buttons need to be pressed. Malky, thank you very much for 100 in a row. You're very kind, sir. You're very kind. Symposium, yeah, brilliant. E-learning course is also good to say. Oh, yeah, it is. E-learning. Yeah, we can go with e-learning. That would work. That'll absolutely work. Where's this now? Get Junior to do it. You mad? He's almost as tall as I am now. Soon he'll, shut up, da. Huh? Right. Sure, pay me to come over and I'll clean the walls. The Limbics, it's a deal. Come on over, right? I'll pick you up from the airport. Which one? Doesn't matter. Just jump. It'll be fine, right? Now, let me see. Beech Starship. I see what you did, Roy. I connected the dots. The penny has dropped and I picked it up. Your whimsical whimsy is your face, says Neon Jedi, for 62 months. Ah, Jesus. Good to see you, man. And you're up before your breakfast, or maybe you're still up after your dinner, but you're very welcome in. And today, this thing, the Starship is a product, like myself, of the 80s. An epic product of the 80s. Yes. And it was ahead of its time. Also, like myself, it's amazing. They should have just called the Starship the Murph. Or maybe they should have called me Starship. But anyway, we're going to be flying this machine here now in a couple of moments, right? It's a week and a half, not July. Oh, wait, sorry, Crotty. You have a week off, not a month. Balls, it's nearly June. Yes. Dave Cleary is here. Legend Dave. Welcome back, Dave. Good to see you, buddy. Shuller Pilot is on the tube. JP is on the tube. Welcome in, fellas. Good to see you. And, I hope you're keeping well. I'm Pierce has rambled aboard. Welcome in. Right, will we? We will. We'll do one of these. And it did turn off. And now, wait till you see that. I've been working all morning on this transition. Are you ready? Brilliant. Right, did you see it? Fantastic. I hit my hand there as well. So anyway, live time, live weather, and it is a dreary, thundery day here at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood Airport. We checked out the scenery last night on the news, and it was so nice. I said, right, we're going to do a bit of flying, right? So what we have here, looking at look at the Bahamas though. Look at that colour. Some say that's where Cyrus T was created, but we're over here. And my plan is, I want to head up the road to Kilo Tango India X-Ray, which is up here. And it's called, wait for it now, it's called Titusville Space Coast Regional, which is just outside, whatchamacallit, it's just outside Cape Canaveral, Kennedy, right? And this flight in particular, Steve-O One Knievo did this in his TBM. And it's one of my favourite runs because it's a nighttime flight. It's fantastic. Skippy, good to see you. So that's what we're going to do, right? And what we have here is the brand new retry. It's a brand new OnAir companion app for Windows, right? And this is what we're going to be checking out today. So the flight in which we want to do, our destination is going to be Kilo Tango India X-Ray, Space Coast Regional. Select an aircraft type from the sim. There we go. And there we go. So we're going to pick this as a freelance job, right? So with the companion app, they're still building things on the virtual airline side, but with the entirety of all the UI, how we can select our missions, the job fronts, where the FBOs are, all of that jazz, well, they're adding more and more and more to it. You can check out the changelog each and every day, and we're currently in the open beta. There are some options outside of that they're working on with the closed beta, but over the last, I suppose, 2 weeks, there's been massive upgrades and features being added to the new companion app. And if you're familiar with OnAir, this is a game changer. If you're not familiar with OnAir, well, hopefully then you're going to look at this and say, oh, there's a lot of stuff going on here. To give you a very kind of quick introduction, OnAir is an entire career mode addition to your flight simulation hobby. It could be X-Plane, it could be Microsoft Flight Sim. And what you can do, you can work as a freelance pilot, as in you're a pilot, or you can buy your own aircraft, you can join an airline, you can join virtual airlines, you can create your own virtual airline, you can build FBOs, you can buy fuel and sell fuel, you can invest into your airport infrastructure, you can hire mechanics, and then when other people fly to your airport, well, you get paid money because if they use your services, you set the prices. And it's a global economy, meaning that, well, you're online with the countless thousands of other on-air pilots. So for example, if we were to, let's say we owned an FBO at the airport we're currently at, and we have a workshop in there that can service twin engine piston aircraft or turboprop. And let's say you're based, I don't know, in Tampa. Well, you could fly to us to get the work done on your aircraft, right? And we get paid for you to do that. It's very, very cool. At the same time, if we didn't have a particular facility, we could then fly somewhere else. We can also buy fuel, the cheapest fuel, at other airports. And then there's the entirety of all the staff management. We can hire staff, as I mentioned, mechanics, but you can also hire in pilots, cabin crew, and they can go and fly your aircraft. You can lease aircraft, you can buy aircraft, you can even rent out your own aircraft if you're not using them to other players within this world. It's absolutely incredible. And then on top of all of that, you have a full industrial tycoon mode called industry. And this is where you can source raw materials, bring them to factories, you can bring them to distribution centers, and you can see the entire supply chain. You're flying freight from A to B to C to D and then beyond. Right? And you might have to work with other pilots because, let's say, for example, we're trying to build a factory, or we're working for someone who has a factory and they need a specific resource. This is where it really comes alive, very similar to the real world, because you're going to try and say, well, look, where's the cheapest I can buy this from? Okay, well, I found it, but it's very far away, or it's going to be risky flying there. Not only from the elements such as weather, but there may not be sufficient refueling stops, there may not be, mechanical assistance if you have a problem. It is absolutely unreal what you can do with this. So there's a free trial. It's brilliant, right? Is it far away or just small? Wait, have I more of these for you? Every day Katie comes in here, we'll have to play one of these. Have a listen here now. This is, life-changing, Katie.
Sometimes you see lay people wearing what look like black socks, but if you look closely, you'll see they're very, 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 very dark blue.
You want to be careful with that. Sometimes black socks aren't as black socks as you think. Very important. FD is here. Good to see you. He says, is it realistic where the raw materials are? It can be, yes. I mean, raw materials, that's anything from fish, lumber, steels, all that kind of stuff, metals, right? Chemicals, right? And they're all over the map. I mean, you can use the map to go looking to see where things are. Even this one here, I've just dropped in, right, look, I'm on the ground here at Fort Lauderdale. What's available as a freelance? And these are freelance missions. Then you have the airliner side where you can go and compete for company routes. You can look at British Airways and say, hey, I'll cover this route. I've my own plane, or I'll fly your plane and do the flights. Or you could say, hang on, I'm going to create a virtual airline called the other British Airways, or British Airways adjacent or BAA for short, and then you can start competing for these routes because you can bring in lower prices. And if it helps, that's how you play the game in terms of the commercial side of it. If you're making money on the industry side, or you're making money, let's say, on some of the other routes that you do, well, then you can compete into these larger aircraft to get traffic by undercutting the competition because, well, you can run those at a loss, but overall you're still making money on the far side. That's exactly what the real world stuff does. They'll operate routes at a loss because it means that they get to keep other routes that are in situ, especially in Europe. That happens all the time. Also, then you have space in your aircraft, you have capacity on your fleet, therefore you can say, hey, I can take cargo for, Billy, right? Or I can take the passengers from Patrick, right? Or Sally has loads of materials that need to get to this destination as well. So you can kind of work it in and out of the entirety of this. It's pretty cool. And then, of course, you can use AI pilots. And AI pilots, you have to be careful when you hire them. You need to look, what's their skills, what's their punctuality, right? Because they can break stuff on you. And next thing, your plane, which was beautiful, is broken by AI Egypt, and then you have to go and get it fixed. Or they get lost, or bad weather. It's class. It's absolutely class. So what we're going to do here, we're going to take this mission. It's 151 nautical miles. We'll get paid $2,000 for it because it's not really a mission. This is a free flight, effectively, right? Now we can also do other things like search and rescue. We can do medevac missions, cargo missions, all of that. So we're going to select this one. And on this page now, it's going to say, well, look, what aircraft do you have, Murph? Well, it's going to use our Starship. We're departing out of KFLL, the condition of the aircraft, the fuel, and all the jazz. So our route, destination, and we can load this in directly into SimBrief if we want. Then if we want to take in crew and company employees, well, they're provided by the employer. We just need one pilot in command, PIC. Cargo passengers, or cargo and passengers, we're taking it's a free flight manifest, but this is where it would populate the likes of, you have to take 4 passengers and 8 boxes, this sort of stuff, right? Our fuel, so fuel level, we're going to set 80% if I can. Not enough jet at Bad Batch, Fort Lauderdale. See this? They don't have that much fuel available. And this is where the thing gets really interesting, because you could find yourself, I don't have enough fuel to get to where I need to get to. Therefore, you need to go in now and start adjusting your flight, which is absolutely mad, right? Current fuel is grand, 23%. We should be okay. We can go into our dispatch here as well, right? Now we can order fuel and loading. That's for preparing the aircraft. If we click on dispatch, link your Navigraph account to set your SimBrief username. Balls, I need to do that. Settings. Connections, company ID, user API. Where is OnAir, open weather? Where is the link Navigraph? Sign in. You are approved. Yes. Right, that's all connected now. So we'll go back into this, and where was I? I was over here. Hey, Kubi's here. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Let me see here now. I want to go back. And did I save that? Yeah, we'll save that. About connection, and come back into here. We might have to put in these details again. Yes, we do. Uno momento. Can you know in advance so you can tanker? Yeah, 100%. Systems, good to see you. What is this? I just stomped into it. It's called OnAir. OnAir Airline Manager. It's very, very good. It's class. I love this thing. And I'm just trying to navigate where I'm going. So, where's my freelance job gone? Ongoing flights. Jesus, Murph. Dashboard. Go back into our dashboard. Did you hear the noise? So here we go here. So we'll go back into this. Show the legs. So this is what our flight is doing. Map, that's all grand. That's all grand. We're going to click on fly, and then we come back into here. So let me see. I don't think there's more fuel here. No, there's not. We can't do anything with the fuel. If I click now on dispatch, that's going to load up SimBrief over here. And here we have, so it's going to load in crash logistics. That's who we're flying with. I'll just change that to what we do. That's our routing. Aircraft is going to be the Beech Starship. There is a Starship in this, isn't there? It's down a star, I think. Starship. Change the FBO, Murph. Oh, we could do that as well. Right, let's generate this flight. That's on SimBrief. And come back up here. And we're saying about our fuel, yeah? So, change the fuel. So, they have all the fuel. Perfect. Okay, so this is new. See the way we have different prices? So we've BAD BF, we've RS47, and you can see the cost of jet fuel. And then if you wanted to go by Fort Lauderdale itself out of the system, see the difference? It's 688. What? Twice the price. So this guy has the fuel we need. Lovely. Adjust the fuel. That's all the fuel that we need. I'm going to add a little bit more though. 80% should be absolutely top dog. There is our flight. Have a look at our flight plan. SimConnect flight plan is documented as no error, no response. That's okay. I don't need to inject it. I'll put it in manually. Right, order and refuel. So that's a little button back here. In behind me head, that's where we can order and set up the aircraft. And then we'll say fly in simulator. We can go UTC offset. That's to change the time and date. Or if not, we just click on fly in simulator. So this is going to connect everything up. Tracking conditions are going in. And we can see then that everything here is going to be auto set. Everything's going to be loaded. And we're going to click on
5 pounds across 1 parcels, destination Space Coast RGNL.
There we go. Blue, good to see you. Yeah, companion, it's still in beta.
Armed. We're monitoring through to engine off.
Okay, so they're now going to monitor us. So we can see what's happening, where we're going, our departure, our destination. We can also see the weather. We can get a METAR, and we can see our destination, and our alternate is in here as well. So the map, we can go in and have a look at the map. This is what we're going to be doing, and it's tracking us to say, well, look, aircraft preparation. It'll know when we turn on lights, lift the gear, all this kind of stuff. So this is where we're looking. This is our route up the road, right? Cargo and passengers. So this is our manifest. You'd have passenger details in there, and then we can see our scoring. Again, there's nothing new here. It's just the way they're showing it to us. It's way cleaner. Way cleaner. All right. So we'll move across. We do have ATIS in here as well. We can listen to this. So departure ATIS. We have a listen. And we'll see the briefing and all this jazz here as well. So our hold is sealed. 5 pounds across 1 parcel. Destination Space Coast Regional. So we're just waiting on the ATIS to come through now. Which it will.
Departure conditions at FT Lauderdale Hollywood Intel. Wind from 140 at 9 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Overcast at 3000 feet. Temperature 28, dew point 24, altimeter 1015. Have a safe flight.
So you get the idea, right? So we're going to move this guy over to one side, and now we're going to focus on the aircraft, because now we need to get this machine up and running. Now, if you haven't flown a Starship ever before, you're in for a treat, because the thing is mad. If you've flown the Starship before, but you haven't flown it in ages, you're in for a treat, because, well, the thing is mad, right? It's quite a complex airplane. Not the easiest to jump into, but very, very rewarding and satisfying when you do. These aircraft, they're a product of the 80s, and they were miles ahead of their time. And you might say that's such a weird design. It's a canard design. It was actually, this is the very first fixed wing airplane design. The Wright brothers, that was a canard design, right? We have 2 beautiful turboprop engines, and they're in a push configuration. Whereas, you know, you see something like a Cessna with the propeller on the front, well, that's a pull coordinate configuration, right? These are push. There's huge advantages to this. It reduces the cabin noise, and the way the props spin, there's very little kind of adverse yaw or torque P factor on the aircraft, which is nice. So it's a business jet with props effectively, and it's just mad looking. So this is our machine for today. This is a bird-routing design. Yes, indeed, it sure is. So welcome to the cockpit, and holy screens, and cockpit temperature's high. We've 14 screens in here. Now, our current setup here, we're currently on the ground and we're on the GPU. I'm going to remove our pitot covers, engine covers, and the gear pins. Leave the wheel chocks in for the moment, right? And it's giving out to me here that the cabin is absolutely roasting. And you got to be careful with this. If the cabin gets too hot and the avionics and instrument panel gets too hot, you'll have failures. That's how this aircraft works. So we need to kind of figure out life here. So we're going to have a look down. Avionics blower is on. Standby gyro, that needs to be turned on. And we need to get over here to some air conditioning. Even though we're on GPU, I wonder, can we get aircon with the GPU? That'll be interesting. They're the bleed valves. We want to get this temperature right down. Right. And what else do we have over here? Oh, that's okay. So our inertial separator, that's going to be this guy, I think. Check all our fuse switches, they all work. Comms, they're all okay. Angle of attack, we have a little light over here. So we better get this aircraft started to get our AC up and running. So that's what we're going to do first. Now the engine condition of this aircraft, it's not brand new. I've damaged this thing over time. We're going to leave it as it is, right? 62%. We can see here on the ground, FOD, that's foreign object density, dust, dirt, this kind of stuff. So when we activate our inertial separator, that basically deflects that stuff from getting shucked into the engine, and we'd have a bad hair day. So that's what we need to look for there. All right. So with our GPU connected, a couple of things just before we get going. Well, no, I'll do the avionics afterwards because I'm just worried about that temperature. So let me see. We're going to have a quick look down here. We're going to go to condition lever, leave it in idle. Prop can go to full. And we're going to be starting up the engine on the right hand side. So let me see. Engine ignition is going to be armed. And then we'll have our starter switches here. Just want to make sure everything else is set. I think it is. Yes, it is. So we're going to go for start on the right side. And now we watch and listen. So it is that of a PT6 engine. We need to have maximum rotation of our N1 before we introduce our fuel. As soon as we introduce the fuel, we monitor our ITT for a hot start, keep an eye on the N1 for a hung start. So 18%, it's roughly looking good. We're going to go run. Watch the ITT. Peaks out at 755, which is good. Prop is coming up. We need to get 50% on N1. And that's a good start in the engine. We're going to go to high. We're going to go ignition off. And we're going to go generator on. Double check down here now. We should be getting the aircon unit. So we can see that aircon compressor has now turned on. And that's going to start dropping this temperature down rapidly. Right? So there's one engine up and running. At this stage, we can now use the right engine to start the left engine. So we'll continue on with a couple of checks here. We're going to make sure that our cabin door... is it closed? No. We're going to close that cabin door. And we're going to remove the ground power unit. So let's have a look here. We're currently set on generator. Double check our right gen and the load. That's looking good. External power we're going to deactivate, disable and turned off. And now we'll come back over here and disconnect the external power unit. That's now good luck to you. And now we're going to go for start on the left engine. So to do so, we're going to go ignition, arm and start. Left hand side coming up. Same story again. Open the pilot and co-pilot valves, Murph. As in the pilot air. Roger. Okay, we're up around 18%. Fuel in. Keep an eye on our ITT. 761 is the peak. That's good. Now our eyes go to our N1. Make sure we get over 50%. Pressure's coming up. 50%. Good start in the engine. Have I pressed a button? What have you done, Murphy? I've broken something. Alright, let's see what happens. Reset the gen because I've no load in it. There we go. Did I flick a button, I wonder? Let's see. Starters. What's happening here, lads? Gen ties open. Alright, let's try that again. I've no gens. This is hilarious. I've broken the plane. You need to move the lever to run the left engine. We should have sufficient power to run the right, no? Okay, we've probably popped a circuit breaker. Hang on. Oh, they're all okay. Don't panic now, lads. I've no left gen, right gen, trip feed, center bus. Huh. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Is this because we're overheating? No, I've disconnected from ground power. This is new territory for me. I've completely and utterly shagged it. Huh. Okay, we can't go flying like this. Alright. There's no failure. I wonder, is it because of the cockpit is too hot? Right, when all else fails, go back to our ground power unit. External power's in. Let us start all this again. Okay, right generator's doing nothing, so I think my gens have failed. Battery tie open. So we've nothing coming in on the gens. Why is that now? We're in a state of trying to figure it out. Electrical system. What's not working here? Starter relay, the buses, center bus, and then the gen. So the battery bus tie, that's the problem. This is our problem here. Now put that up there. It says the battery's dead. Battery's not dead. Gen ties should be left. We don't need the gen ties. But I've no gens working. Sometimes we haven't done things in the right order. Oh, we have. Air data and FMC. Circuits failed. Can we fix that through there? How do we fix this now? We have our little diskette in. Update position. Message. Avionics fault. Yeah, we can see that. So we need to fix that. The question is how? Because I don't think it's just a circuit breaker. They're in. They're in. And they're all in. Yeah, it could have been just the heat. Hey, Quirksy, good to see you, buddy. It could have been just the heat. That's why we're in trouble here. Let's have a look at our temperatures now. Right, it's cooling down, but I still can't fix that. So let me see. Reset all failures. This is very strange, isn't it? This is our problem. That's why we're in a state of BJanie then. And we can see that the battery is the battery's dead. It's like it's disconnected. So that's because we've had a fail. We've buzz power, but we've no battery power. Right. Think, Murphy, think. Isolated source. That's static, that's air. Check if you can repair the battery. Yeah, that was it. Okay. Now we still have these issues here. Circuits failed on our FMC. So let's see if this comes up. Generators. Right, Jen? Okay, so we've only half the puzzle done. Standby avionics. They seem to be off. So, standby gyro. Still nothing on that generator. I wonder, do we go for Genties or the Gentis? Nothing. Circuits failed, right? If you had the battery on without ground power. No, it didn't. The batteries were only on with ground power. How do we fix that guy? Fault code 2B522. Now, I wonder, can I reset that from here? That's okay. Message. Avionics fault. So we need to fix this. How do we go about fixing that devil? Because our generators won't work from here. Actuators are on. Ice protection. Don't need any of that. Lights.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
I'm a man in the dark trying to find his way. Muttley, good to see you, bud. They're all in. They're all in. Yeah, look, they're all in. Now, what's that for? Right, Jen. I mean, you hardly have to cycle them. Just cycle them. It says no faults, but I still have a problem. Because my generators aren't working. This is very strange. How have we no generator? I've no idea why that is. I'm lost. The right gens aren't working.
Can I get a refund?
Sorry, the left, both gens aren't working. There's no refunds. This plane is trying to kill us. That's so strange, man. We should be like...
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Maybe reset the gens again. Egg Barley, thank you very much indeed, buddy. Cheers, man. That's really strange, isn't it? I've nothing on our generator. Right, we're gonna have to call this one a bug. Because if your gen failed, it would show as whatchamacallit? It would show as a failure, right? But it didn't show as a failure. So we'll put it down to, you know, Murphy being a muppet. And we'll try all that again, shall we? Fish now. Right. Press some buttons. Get rid of the control lock. And let's just make sure everything here is good. Right. Payload. Left. Right. Electrical system. Cabin. And failures. Reset all failures. Payload. That's all managed. Request the external power. Now, before we do anything else, we're going to go to our battery switch. Battery on. External power is 28.1. External power on. Right. For my next trick, prop goes full. Make sure all our stuff is disconnected from outside, which it is. Inertial separators need to be thrown in. Get some lights turned on. Diddly-dee, diddly-dee, diddly-dee-dee-dee-dee. And we'll get some nav lights. Okay. Next up, we're going to bring some power into our systems by putting on our ECAS. Here's life. And we'll get our pilot displays turned on as well. Now we're already getting that warning to say it's hot as balls in here. 30 degrees. Right, so let's do an engine startup here sooner rather than later, right? So we're going to say engine ignition and right side. We get these engines up and running, right? Let's see what happens. Ignorsel's Bliss, welcome in. $18. Onto ITT. 776. M1 is climbing. 50%. Starter off. Right gen. And now we have a generator load. Yeah? Blowers. Temperatures down. Right side bleeds are on. Initialize our system. Grab our little floppy disk. In you go. And then update position and accept. And now we want to start the right hand side. No, the left hand side. Generator is on. The load is giving it socks, but we're still on our ground power. So we should be good. And you can arm the auto ignition. Like it's only it's like a restart. 773. And 50. Right, left gen is alive. Right gen is alive. So far, so good. Standby gyro. Co-pilot screens. The rest of the avionics are doing their dance. And now we disconnect ground power. Yeah? External power is... Must have been a bug, lads. AC unit is running. Very strange, isn't it? Disconnect the ground power unit. Get rid of the wheel chocks. Now we monitor. Gens are on, and I can see that on both sides. Auto feather goes to arm. Center bus, gens, trip, external power is gone, and battery's healthy. Must have been a bug. Must have been. Okay, fuel quantity is okay. Standby pump don't need. We continue on. Hitch, stab, and trim, that's all okay. We'll just keep that GPS as a little option. I don't necessarily want to fly with it. Right, let's see. Import EFB flight plan. Can it do that? No. Right, we'll do it here. We'll do it manually. We'll go to flight plan. Enter route or waypoint. Right. It's all coming together now, lads. What was that? Right. Normal procedures, abnormal plan map. High level VORs display. Turn that on for the minute. Right, we'll put in a route. You can import the SimBrief flight plan into the Microsoft Flight Sim EFB. You can, but we'll horse it in here ourselves, right? So keyboard, enter our routing. So we're on the ground here at KFLL. Enter. Right. Next, enter route number or waypoint. From KFLL, it's going to be to SHANC. Enter. After there, it's going to be T208. Not in memory. Okay, we have to load in an airway for that. Cancel. Get rid of that. BOE. After that, it's going to be to Durry. After Durry, it's going to be Clef. After Clef, it's going to be Wixt. And after Wixt, Valka. And after Valka, we're in. Okay. And the flight plan. There's our route. Select course, total distance, that's all okay. Go to messages here for a moment. Position update. Auto lag is what we want. GPS is going to be okay. GNS is going to be okay. I can hear for a flight plan. because we want to go procedures now, don't we? So let me see, from KFLL, replace, add, offset, change, erase, no change. Origin, destination, that's fine. So I have approach. I'm looking for a departure. Well, we'll put in the approach. We're going to plan an ILS for runway 18. And there's an RNAV. Okay, so we have an RNAV for 18. And Valka we're looking for. Don't have Valka. So go vectors. Loading approach. Grand. Now we want to flight plan. How do we get to the other gadget again? We want to get to our departure. It doesn't do departure, really? Captain Sickbag, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. We could manually put in the departure. We can use the map here to do it. Right, that's checklists. That's grand. Right, we'll keep that over there for a minute. And radar. Standby. That's all grand. How's the temperature in the cabin doing while we're sitting? Right, we're very hot up front now. Okay. Reset, reset. VOR. So we want to make sure we're set to FMS here. Let's see here now. Anti-skid is on. Windshield, anti-ice, leave all that alone for the minute. All our detection switches, leave that alone. They all work. Anyway is fine. Outside air temperatures 28 degrees. Don't need the pitos just yet. Decision height, that's all okay. Barrow, that's all okay. Altitude select. We're going to cruise at 16,000 feet for this one. There we go. We'll dial in about 1,500 feet in our initial climb. Left bleed off. Bleed is now on. Oxygen not armed. Where's my oxygen? It's over here. Oh, my oxygen switch. Where's that now? If I was oxygen, where would I be arming myself? Do you see what happens when you don't fly these machines? How do we arm the oxygen? Under the yoke. And yourself. Okay. Right, I think we're good. Taxi light, wing lights. Sit down and shut up because I'm dangerous. Off the brake. And now let us see what's going to happen. This is such a friggin' amazing airplane, but I think that was a bug. Tester beta. Right, before we go, we want to blast off runway 10 left. Straight ahead to the left. Easy now. That'll do. Okay. Quick check on our canard wing. Man, the sounds. Absolutely gorgeous. Stunning even. Right, thunder and lightning. Very, very frightening. Okay, I'm hoping everything's grand. Six, 4, 6, 1, that'll do. Transponder's on. 16,000 set in. Altimeter's already set. Yeah, I think we're actually okay now. Right. Let's see what happens. Yeah, no, it's one of a kind, Malky. It really is. I just got thrown a little by that gen failure, but it's grand. It's fine. Now double check OnAir is watching us.
Tracker closed, flight complete.
Okay, that shouldn't have happened. Fuel loading failed. Bloody hell.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
And now. Right, it's tracking.
Manifest secured. 1 items loaded for Space Coast.
Right, we're alive now. Jesus.
Tracker armed. We're monitoring through to engine off.
Right. Dark Wolf, good to see you, buddy. You're watching us on the vertical stream on YouTube. There's a few more watching on the standard stream. But thanks very much, buddy. Alright. Right, let's see if we can do our worst here. Nice Piaggio. So it's a non-standard departure then out of here. So we'll click on heading. That's all armed. Right. Now we shall see what happens, friends. Power coming in. Autofetter's armed. Takeoff power set. And our airspeed's alive. What's that? Autofeather.
Off the ground, tracker noted the takeoff.
Okay, 70 knots. Did I do my pressurization? I did not. We'll do it here now in a moment. I think we're okay to this altitude. It's only 16,000. There's 100, 110. We're getting light. Yepsy daisy. You're up. Oh, heck yeah. And there's still lightning all around the place. That's hilarious. Right, easy now. Get that canard in. Alrighty then. Now, how are we looking? Flight director, that'll be handy. And we're going to go to heading and VS and engage. Easy now. Call it 1.5. Speed's going up nicely. Torque is good-ish.
Jesus.
Fiber strike, good to see you, bud. Hope you're well. Okay, throwing a left turn. 360 degrees. Yeah, we're fine. Yarp, we're fine. Okay, in the clouds, 200 knots. Now, what I want to do is plan a little intercept here, and then we'll arm FMS mode. And that should do us. Riot! Just waiting to break through the clouds here. Man, it sounds good, doesn't it? Jesus, it sounds good. Okay, going up on 4,500 feet. Temperatures in the front, hot as the devil. We're alright. Electrical system's okay. Engine is okay. Keep her climbing. FMS mode has captured. We're breaking through the clouds. Oh, Jesus, then look at this. This is beautiful. And it's on auto leg, so they should follow each one along the way. Whoa, see the lightning. Everything else here, I think, looks good. Half quantity, quick test. We're okay. Currently 20 miles from Wixt. Sweet. That was close. That was very close. Alright, how are we looking? Speed is climbing nicely. We'll call it about 240. That'll do nicely. Um, 2.8, call it. Okie dokie. We should have weather on this. Weather and turbulence, right? Did they ever add the radar to this? I thought they did. Okay. Okay, 8,500 feet. Temperatures and pressures are all okay. Speed is okay. This is very nice. Oh, look at that view, lads. Jesus. You need to hit radar in the FMS. We need to hit radar in the FMS. It says it's on here. Well, no, I can have it there or there, but like it is on. Huh. I think we're okay. Normal climb and cruise is 1600 RPM. Easy. Easy. We're okay. Alright, 10,000 feet. That's a bit better. It's been a minute since I've flown this thing. 6 degrees. What's the cabin doing now? 27 degrees, 22 degrees, and we have ram air hitting the front. Fuel temperature 30, that's fine. Cabin rate is fine. Alright. Every time you get this, I have to do refamiliarization. I'm the same. There's so much going on here, but like once you start getting a kind of feel for it, it's very addictive. Have I flown this on VATSIM yet? Did we fly the Starship on VATSIM yet? I need to, because it's a remarkable airplane. It really is. It's class, do you know? And it's easy to kind of get lost with it, but that issue I was having earlier on, I have to put it down to a bug. Or maybe I fried one of the circuits and I couldn't fix it. Could have been that either. Chances are it was that. Do you know? Oh, it is very pretty. Folks either like this machine or absolutely despise it. You know? Did you resync the nav data? Did I resync it? Yeah, I think so. Oh, with the discs. Yes. Yeah, 100%, that's done. Yep. That'd be done. Right, we're looking good there. Vertical speed. Is there any... No yaw dampener on this. No, there wouldn't be, sure. High frequency. That's like old oceanic stuff. If you accidentally put the condition lever from start fuel, some starter fuel to cut off and back, it'll crash the gens. Yeah, no, I didn't. I mean, we went from kind of cut off, low idle, high idle. That was it. Just one of those things. Right, we're almost at our top of climb. It's very pretty, isn't it? 1,000 feet to go. What a cool plane. It's what I love about them. It's because they're so different. And there's so much going on. You know, it's easily distracting, you know? Okay. Auto leg, that's what we want. Position, no. Update VLF, no. Sensors. They're all enabled. Station deselect. So these are like the pre kind of GPS stuff. This is Coast Guard stuff they were using. So you had these Omega system, Australia, Japan, Great Britain, and you can see the signal strength. So Washington, Maryland, Puerto Rico, Hawaii, Maine. That's where we're getting our stuff from. Okay, there's our cruise. And our approach is dialed in as well. Compulsory sausage rolls from Greg's? I don't believe you. Black Square could make a Skoda for the sim and I'd get it. Right? It's brilliant. This thing is so cool. And like, as I say, it's engine startup is straightforward once you're familiar with a PT6. What does the battery tie caution mean? Where'd you see that now? In general, Nighthawk, or you see it here? In my plane on screen where you get green messages, it says battery tie open. So I think it's got to be down at your gen ties. I think. So maybe try open and close your gen ties. Right, at this stage we can close these inertial separators. So, what's our torque? Keep an eye on the torque when we close these because that'll shoot up. See the torque increasing? And remember now, I haven't touched my torque settings. From the manual, the battery bus or the battery bus tie is the triple feed bus. Ah, okay. Altimeter 3002. There you go. Okay, so we'll calm the old jocks on this yoke a little bit. And we're looking good. Man, flying this thing is just, if you're out of shape or out of practice with it, it's like right. Now, let's have a look at OnAir. So this is tracking our flight now. We can see that. And we can see flaps, climb, flight level en route. So it's reading all our scores here, altitude, everything. It's reading the whole lot. And we can see all the scores here as we're grabbing them. So aircraft preparation, I didn't like that because I had to restart it with the engine on because I'm in Egypt and I ended the flight before I even, you know what I mean? But so far we're going good. We're going real good. So this is savage. Energizer, good to see you. Yeah, I'm the same, dude. I'm completely out of shape with it, but it's just so nice. This is an awesome aircraft. It's an absolute beauty, and it's just nice to be back flying it again. I mean, look at the state of this, look. It's some setup, isn't it? You just don't see this being flown an awful lot, and it's such a shame because there's so much going on. So much going on. Now, I think if I wanted to do a departure, I could have gone into this fella here, couldn't I? Or am I right in saying this won't actually fly us from... This won't... Is this classed as FMS2? I'm not sure. Andreas, yeah, 100%. Checking out Flight Radar is awesome. Alright. We're cruising along and all as well. It's likely your favourite fixed-wing sim. It's awesome. This is a top-class simulation. And I love the fact that you have a 3.5-inch floppy disk. Now, can I put this other one in? So this is... Yeah, horse that in, right? You can hear the thing. Numbers, radar, transmitters, digital. Yeah, get in there. Look at that. That's just class, the stuff you have. Radar and system transmissions. It's only your third Starship flight. No way! Chocks. I wonder what's on them, Chocks. Brilliant. For departures, just dial in the individual waypoints. Yeah. Or indeed, if you bring up the map here, you can actually use this little joystick and maneuver it on the map, look. So if you were to say, well, look, here's my plan map. And if I wanted to move this guy around, see the little cursor? Wherever I stop that cursor, I can say, hey, this is a waypoint. So you could technically fly a procedure. Absolutely. It's class, man. Alright, we're looking good. It's a machine, lads, and it is absolutely deadly. It's deadly. Got the old 1980s vibe. Gorgeous. Now, there's a full manual with this as well. So, I mean, if you really wanted to get lost into the finer details, well, you absolutely can. It's class. It has so much of a quirk factor. Yeah, dude, it's just... That's what I love about it. It's so different. P.S. Mirandai, hello there. Yeah, real life you couldn't do this. Yeah. Yeah, with the OrNav stuff. Excuse me. Right, let us see. Wixed. Let us drop down now to 8,000. Nathaniel. And we will start a descent. And let's drop her down. Bit of manual speed. Call it 200 knots. Bring down our power. 22, they're good to see it. Speed is coming down nicely. And everything else here is looking good. So we've started our descent. And let's see what happens. Isn't it gorgeous, isn't it? Hey, Uniform Goose is here. Good to see you, Goose. Happy Thursday, buddy. So tonight we're flying in a 737-8, which is alright. Next week I'm going to fly a 777, because I haven't flown the 777 in I don't know how long, and I want to fly that. But, yeah, the Starship, I need to be doing more flights in this thing, man. I want to take this for a spin on VATSIM. This will be fun on VATSIM. But I definitely want to do it. Definitely. It's just freaking class, man. And like, consider the cockpit, like it's a beautiful place to sit. It's gorgeous in here. Stunning. They give you 2 cup holders, like 2 cup holders. We've wipers on this as well, haven't we? We do. Do not operate on dry glass. Too late. I've shagged it. Had the 777 out last Friday. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to fly it from Manchester to Shannon. So next week is a bit, well, every week is busy. Monday night we have the shuttle carrier. We're flying that. Tuesday night I'm going to do the 777. Wednesday we have the news. Thursday another double header. Might take out the Starship again. Next Thursday night we've got a VATSIM flight. And then next Friday, the 5th of June, we're doing our D-Day flight. The reason being, of course, is, well, the airborne element took off on the 5th of June. So it's going to be C-47s next Friday night as we fly into Normandy. Very much looking forward to that one. So I think we kind of knock it out in about 4 hours, give or take. So that's going to be the jazz for next Friday night. It's going to be that of our D-Day flight. Hey, Dan is here. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome in. Lovely to see you. It's 17 degrees now in Tipperary. Yeah, brilliant. The weather, it's all getting cool and calm and stuff. Is it raining? No, it hasn't rained yet. So far, so good. Also, I have an absolute barrel load of Mosa gear. I need to... I've work to do. I'm not going to change the setup, but like... Well, I might. I don't know. But I need to take the PCs out of commission. Clean them properly. Dust just builds up in the fans, and like, you'd be surprised what a good clean will get you performance wise. I've also managed to fix that weird sound popping, and do you know what it was? It was process lasso or lasso. Firefly Air VA is slowly building cash, over 500,000. Good man, Malky, you legend. Did Mosa give you any stick? Yes. Wait, did Mosa get you a tiny stick in production? Wait, what? Linny! Shag off! We knew Crocs from Giggo. Giggo? Gibbo. Yeah, Giggo. He's Gibbo's evil twin. Savage. Love you too. Yeah, thanks, Linny. Brilliant. Right, we're coming down to 10,000. Go ahead and get some lights turned on again. And let's see how we go. We're expecting runway 18. Strife. We should be alright. We should be alright. Shuttle pilots on final. Nice. We got some folks flying with us. Olsen, Nighthawk is there. Balut, Vulcan, Schuller, Manx. Oh wow, look at that view, look. Man, what a machine, look. Look at the state of that. Isn't that gorgeous? Warn you of the haze. Ooh, hazy. Kevin Riley, good morning. The Starship looks like a lot of glass. There's a lot of glass. 14 screens in it. One flight is valued just under 1.9 million, Malky. No way. That's awesome. 1.9 million. Man, what a machine this thing is. I've missed flying this, dude. It is so good. It just screams the 1980s, isn't it? Screams it like. One mad lad has a 738 on rental. What? How warm is the man cave? It's coming down. It's 24 degrees now. 24. It's considerably warmer in my house than it is outside my house, but the temperature is slowly but surely starting to come down.
Companion is back online. Flight monitoring resumed.
24 degrees is chilly, right? There's a caravan sitting at Cags. You'll need to do a check ride before you can use it. Yeah, 100%. So much to fly. So many aircraft to fly. So many things to do. Oh man, it's just class. Now let's have an air gog. Good. And we're looking good. Okay. The new TriStar update just dropped. Can I risk the extra heat to check it out? It'd be worth it. 25 degrees heading to 29. Yeah, it's still roasting in the UK. 3D printer is the best purchase I ever made. Yesterday the Stream Deck adapter, now the MacDo adapter for the wing control. Nice one, Roy. Roy takes the pictures of the stuff. Right, 8,000. We're coming down towards some clouds, so we're going to get these inertial separators back open. Heading, we're going to sink. And we'll hold at 8,000 for the moment. So tonight's flight, we're flying into Santos Dumont in Brazil. That's going to be absolutely incredible. Looking forward to that. For our airliner escapades. Ooh, bit of bump. Okay, watch your speed. That looks tricky. Why is it taking us that way? So it looks like it's going to take us to the airport and then fly us back, or is that the missed approach, I wonder? Interesting. We'll be sticking to heading mode now in a minute anyway. So KT is directly ahead of us, so we'll go heading mode. And we'll give ourselves a little bit of vectoring here. So, left 340 degrees should be a little help to us. The wing controller adapter base out of 3 parts. The first part, the biggest part, took a whopping 14 hours. What? Does it get hot, Roy? Do you know, as it's working away? Oh man, look at that view. Beautiful. This is live time and weather. It's absolutely gorgeous here. Stunning. Hey, Kazaki, good to see you, bud. All right. We'll go down to 4,000. 1,000 feet a minute. There you go. All right, lights are on. Temperatures and pressures are all looking good. Ease our speed back a bit. Yeah, I saw that, Dan. Yeah. It's terrible, man. Oh, it's 3,000 here, is it? Thank you, Malky. We shall do that. Hey, Naughty Gnome. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well, man. A very happy Thursday. We're flying here in Florida. We took off out of Fort Lauderdale and we're heading up now up to Space Coast. And it's runway 18 we're looking for. Right outside Cape Canaveral. Looking forward to tonight's challenge? Yes. Beautiful. So the transition here is actually KT. So we'll go back to nav. I think this is actually going to be behaving. Yeah, I think it is. Alright, coming in under 6,000 feet. Memphis Town, good to see you. I haven't checked it out. Well, I have checked it out, but I haven't done anything since yesterday. But yeah, the Glass Out app, it's a savage bit of kit, lads. Alright. There's Cape Canaveral over there. The shuttle landing facility is over there. Look how close this airport is to all of that, like, crazy, isn't it? You're parked at the FBO off taxiway Echo. Sweet. Sweet. So we're going to directly fly over the airport and then circle back in. Just had a 15-minute mess with the demo. You're going to buy it shortly? Dude, it's very good. Very good. Okay, so far so good.
Weather at Kilo Tango India X-ray, MVFR. Wind from 160 at 16 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Scattered clouds at 2000 feet. Temperature 29er, dew point 23, altimeter 1017.
1017. Just explain the system above. You can set everything up. The so-called extruder warms to 220 degrees. What? The exclosure warms up to 36 degrees. And the plate warms up to 55 degrees, all controllable via the app and the app on your phone. You can also check the progress with the inbuilt camera and make time lapse. Oh, can you? That's awesome. So it has its own camera in there. That's very good. I suppose you'd need it, like. Right, I say now there'd be nothing worse. Do you know? You set everything up, you go out for tea, and you check back in your phone and it's shagged it. Could you imagine? Oh, the 3D printing horror. All right, coming down to 3,000. Speed is good. Oh man, look at that. Beautiful. Hey, in a box, man. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you very much. Hope you're well, bud. A very happy Thursday. Jesus, look at the state of that, lads. That's class looking. Yeah, but you're getting a warning beforehand. Oh, that's pretty good. It is quite ingenious. It was made in Ireland, wasn't it? Yeah. Of course it was. Right. Speed's coming down slightly. 3,000 feet. Oh, jeez, the bumps. Which Moses stick do I recommend for helos? The AB6 is great. Designed in Ireland, assembled in China. Yeah. Yeah, the AB6 in a box, man. It comes with its own stick. You can get the MH16 stick for the AB9. It's a metal one. It's very similar to the Thrustmaster one, I think. But yeah, they're class, man. The Moza hardware is class. It's real good. Man alive, look at the state. It is hazy. Very hazy. So there's the airport where Schuller is. That's where we're heading. So we just need to kind of... It's not even a circle to land. We just need to get up to KT and then it's a hard right. I'll be watching our speed here now as well. Easy. Yeah, they really have, Malky. Yeah, it looks phenomenal. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. 4 minutes to get to our waypoint. We should be landing then, we'd say, in about 10 minutes. About 10 minutes and we're in. But yeah, the 777, looking forward to flying that. That is going to be class. Bum, 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 bum. Technically, it should be a procedure turn at KT. Yeah, well, that's what I'm hoping we'll get. So we get something like that. Well, I don't know what we get that. So we're coming up the road here at the minute. We get to KT, but I'm not sure. Do we need to vector ourselves to Sampi and then down? I'm not quite sure. We'll find out. Don't mess up the landing. I'm watching you and will screenshot it. Doing a lot of 777F and 777LR VIP flights. Nice. Yeah, no, I think next week I want to jump into the 777. I haven't flown it in ages. Right, there's a little bit of FOD, so we were right to have that inertial separator open. So far, so good. The battery amp load is 51. The generator load is 53. That's interesting, isn't it? More systems on one side. Any plans to do a DC-6 flight? Yes. Need to fly the DC-6. Don't know when I'm going to do it, but yes, need to jump back into that. Cyrus is going to have the livery ready today. Do you know, so. Could take a DC-6 into Santos Dumont. She'll be a little bit slower getting there though, and I think tonight's flight, there's a bit of mileage on tonight's flight. I think. Yeah, there is. 2 hours, 25 minutes block time. It's quite the flight. Okay, approaching KT. Now, I imagine this will take us straight to... I imagine it'll take us straight there. This is going to be exciting. Will it? Won't it? Let us see. Yep. Excellent. Oh, it's so nice. There goes Vulcan. Nutty Taff, good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. Yeah, possibly Malky. Yeah, like the accuracy of this won't be 100%. You're having WASM issues on the DC6 as well. Did you delete your WASM folder for the DC6, Schuller? I'm hoping that's what the issue is, you know? Is your stall warning switched off, says Mark. Oh, yes. Yes, it was. Good man, Mark. We'd have been in a terrible mess. Potentially. Oh, yes, it's hazy. Hazy BJ. Look at that. Oh, lads, isn't that class looking, isn't it? It looks gorgeous. Lots are having WASM issues with the DC6 now. Are you serious? And there's no sign of an update coming in yet. No. There's a hope we get one. Quick tunage before we land. What do you reckon? This could work. Oh no, that bit it didn't work. We'll do one of these. What a machine. Right. We'll take over from here. Easy now. Keep the nose down. Not too shabby. I tell you, it's hard to see. Altimeter set, gears down, canard extended. We should just kind of sail in here. This is very, very nice. I can't see the runway yet. Or can I? Yeah, there it is. Watch your speed. A little bit high, but we're alright. Alright, about 120 or so. There's the vappy lights coming on. On the glide. Shallow out or descend. Hey, Johnny Mon, good to see you, buddy. What plane is this? This is the Beechcraft Starship. It's from Black Square. Same guys who brought us the Duke and the Baron and the Bonanza. It's awesome. This and the TBM are friggin' absolutely class airplanes. Love flying them. Alright, easy now. Little high. There we go, that's better. Hope you're having a great day, Johnny. Easy now. Little bit of a crosswind. Ah, Gibbo, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for me Crocs, you legend. They're beautiful. I showed them earlier on. Many people vomited. Alright, watch the flare. Power to idle. Hold the nose. Gently does it. Easy. Easy. There's a touchdown. 46 will take it. Into beta.
Landing logged in the tracker.
Alright. Okay, we're in beta. We won't make that exit. We'll get the next one. Little bit of manual braking. Out of beta. Alright. Over to our right. Beautiful. Beautiful. Cheffy's here. Good to see you, bud. Rambling here to our left. Nice, soft, gentle landing. Ooh. Salute. Nice plane. We'll ramble in this way. Easy. Alright, park brake. Park brake set. And let's shut her down. Okay. Looking good there, looking good there. Left engine. Avionics coming down.
Unload complete. All freight clear at Space Coast RGNL. Standing by for next assignment.
Excellent.
Powering down. Engine off. Time logged.
I pressed the wrong button. Right, let's have a look here. Avionics blower can stay on. Bleeds can come off. Close those inertial separators. Was that like battery dead straight away? Oh, we still got battery, that's okay. Off, off, off. Off. Deadly. And then our battery. Excellent. Beautiful. Engine conditions exactly as we took off, so that's fine. Cabin, that's okay. We'll get the door open. Look, fuel just about used our reserve tanks. That's great. Cabin door open. Wheel chocks in play. Gear pins in. We'll get the pitot covers on here now as well. And that's us. Final destination before it's written off. That was awesome. Dougal, good to see you. Do you know, I didn't break it. There was one issue earlier on whereby the generators failed and the battery failed. Man, what just a gorgeous airplane, isn't it? It's savage. How are we doing, Flip? Getting out? See you later. It's a machine altogether. Need to have more flights in this thing. And it's great to see you guys flying it as well. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Alson, Bluet, Vulcan, Nighthawk, and Shuller Pilot. That's savage, man, isn't it? Gotta love the Starship. It's called the Beech Starship, Nutty Taff. It's class. 'Tis absolutely gorgeous now. It's cool. It's a great machine. Inertial separator sounds so much, say again, Jim, doesn't it? Crud strainer. Yeah, yeah. High speed, low altitude smuggle ops in a Starship. Yes. It's a very capable airplane. And it definitely keeps you on your toes. It's class. I do like this machine. It's very, very good. So, ground power, we haven't bothered with that. Get the engine covers on now. And that'll lock everything in. And that's us completely shut down and off. Nice Piaggio there as well. Yeah. Man, I've missed flying this plane. Absolutely brilliant. Right, we'll have a look at the OnAir companion. So that's all our detail. Landing rate. Map and events. Overview. Lovely. Our score. So we got 96%. It didn't like the aircraft prep, but everything else was bang on. Our landing, 47 feet a minute it gave us. Register the flight. Registering. Job finished, good transport at £5, paid 2,300 and a reputation increase. Nice. That's awesome. Great stuff from OnAir.
Tracker closed, flight complete.
I do like this new UI. I think it's absolutely incredible. So, brilliant news there. Right, what we're going to do now, lads, we're going to have a quick look at tonight's flight. So, we're going to end this one here. And we're going to start planning for our VATSIM flight for this evening. So, we're going to be flying in the 737. Go ahead and grab that. And there she be. Let's see if we can configure this. So we have our standard Firefly Air Alpha livery, but I think tonight we're going to go with our vintage one. Just to be different. We're going to take this new livery that Cyrus made for us. So, Mag Sim is here. Good to see you. All right, so our plan for tonight, we're departing out of SGAS. Silvio Pettirossi International, right? Now, actually, do you know what I need to do? I need to make sure I don't have two sceneries loaded. Was it SBRJ? SBRJ. So my library, and we'll go SBRJ. Come on, Sim, you can do it. Still 24 degrees in the man cave. Come on, temperature. No bueno. The Sim is having a moment. Bluet, have a great day, buddy. Come on. The PMDGs used to have a bug that caused issues on the Santos Dumont RNP. Oh, really? Jesus. We'll need to watch for that. Right, S or J. Is it? Yeah, SBRJ. Right, nothing there. Nothing there. No, that's SBJR. Or J, you muffet. All right. World update, Santos Dumont by Microsoft. So we need to turn this one off. Because I have the old Paulo Ricardo one. So I need to disable the default one. Do we need to disable it, I wonder? Yeah, I wonder. What's the default one like? The free one is excellent. That's the free one as in this, the one from Microsoft. So we'll have a look. Default one. SGAS. The handcrafted one. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll have a look now in a moment. Up here to the gates. I do have scenery for here. I thought. Yes, I do. All right, we'll go over here. And let's have a look. So our flight tonight is... That's not right. Naughty, did you do the thing with the yoke? This is where the airport conflict manager comes in handy. 100%. Is there a route for tonight, or should we just do that one? Hang on, check Discord. Red Wing Super Constellation has been released for flights in 24. Hang on, this could be big news. Developer released a fully reworked native version of the Constellation. And by the look of it, appears to be a major step from the 2020 version. Ooh. For those who haven't flown the Connie before, it's a 4-engine radial airliner from Lockheed, first flown. Feature list is notably deep. Beyond the fully functional 3D cockpit, the developer says the aircraft includes a fogging and window mist system. But what's new? Simplified career mode. Huh. That's interesting. You forgot the site. Ah, naughty. I can't believe it. You will join Muse fan in the naughty corner. Yeah, I don't know how good. In 2020, it was only kind of I wasn't mad on it. It does look nice though. Bring back the Connie. Right, jump in here now. And we'll jump aboard. Okay, so the details on Discord are what we're after. VATSIM Thursday. Okay. Okay. Sceneries. We'll load our sim brief. And we're looking good. Alright. Santos Dumont sits dramatically on the reclaimed land, jutting into the Guanabara Bay in the heart of Rio de Janeiro. Ooh. It's going to be awesome. And Toby is online. We have a loose duct tape issue making my eyes struggle. Mr. Moo, good to see you, buddy. Right. Let's have a look. Simbury flight plan. So we'll go ahead and do this. We are Firefly 235. Going to be in a 737-8. 2 hours 25 minutes. It's a flight and a half, this one. And that's our departure and arrival. Let's have a now look. Ventusky and VATSIM. Okay, so Ventusky, come on up here, we'll get a look. Arrival runway may be inadequate for landing. Really? It's giving us 20 left. That should be fine. You need no passengers. Oh, really? Be grand. Which was faster, a Constellation or DC-6? I think the Connie had the legs in it. We'll take passengers for the crack. It'll be grand. Don't be worrying. Right. Weather. What's happening here this evening? So we're flying this one tonight. So we're talking 26 degrees Celsius down to about 20-ish degrees Celsius. So it's lovely and warm. Beautiful, right? So that's what we're going to do there. Next up, we're going to have a look at the wind speed. So wind, ground level, easterly 2 to 6 knots. And when we're landing, is going to be southerly, it looks like, 10 to 11 knots. Wind speed during our cruise. Tailwind all the way by about 30 knots. All right. Cloud coverage 30%-ish, 50%-ish, with the chance of a little bit of fog. Little bit of fog. Right. Dan, we're using the 737-8. Right, that's not too bad. Weather looks fine. We're going to be on the Roanoke departure. Is that right? Roanoke? Roanoke departure, and then it's going to be on the, it's the direct then. So we need to look at our approach coming in. 319 for you because you're a coward. Not at all. Thank you, Naughty. Appreciate that, buddy. Right, and let's have a look at the old VATSIM radar. Anyone on down here at the moment today? Okay, there's a little bit. Right, so into the sim we go. This is our 737. Again, this is 2020 scenery, but I imagine we'll be all right. It's basic, but it should do. Interesting gates. Ornav departure. Okay. Right, so quick look around all the scenery, and we'll look at our departure and our destination. Fairly straightforward. What I'm doing here, I load this in just to build up the rolling cache. Do you know? Nighthawk, have a great day, buddy. Take it easy. It's nice here, isn't it? Hey, Spitfire, RAF 100. Good to see you, bud. Happy Thursday. Okay, so we're just building up a little bit of rolling cache. But this is fine. Absolutely fine. Right, aircraft. Yes. Let's see if our wing control gear is working. And let's press some buttons. We'll go electronic flight bag. Request. Okay, that's all working. We will go ATC. Be pilot. And we'll do the same over here. Be pilot. Good, looking good. Right, battery, emergency lights. Let us grab the L ground power unit. Ground power has been requested. Logo light will be coming on, and ground power wait for the light. Alrighty. Aircraft systems. All our stuff is working here. Perfecto. Sumner, have a great one, buddy. Have a great day. Alright, so that's all connecting in correctly. Connect. Seven, 3, 8. Okay, it says we're online with VATSIM. Unicom 1228. Don't think anyone's here though. Just me. But we're connected to the network, so that's fine. All right, good stuff. Happy enough. Aircraft will go through its stuff in a moment. There we go. Screen's coming on. Gorgeous. Right, end this flight. Then let's go over and check out Santos Dumont, SB or J. Our destination then later on. Yeah. Jeez, it's a bit of a spin, this one, isn't it? Right. Santos Dumont. Tracking 5. Let's load in and see what happens. Did you see that Australia and a few Pacific regions are going to use CTAF on VATSIM from Monday? Oh, really? That's interesting. I wasn't aware of it, but that's certainly interesting. Okay. Let's see how the performance is here. Let's let everything load in. There we go. And now we're looking for any weirdness or anomalies. I found a lot of weirdness and a lot of anomalies. Okay, watch that hangar. Okay, the runways look good. I would be worried about that. It's a 2020 scenery, so yeah, I think I might. Although it does have the bridge. Does the Microsoft default one have the bridge as well? It does. I imagine it does. The default one looks way better. Okay. That's all. That's so. And flight. Kill the sim in all its glory. Bear with now, lads. Bear with. And close that. Yeah. And Paulo Ricardo. Turn him off. Right, we'll launch it up again and see what happens. Default is better. Yeah, we'll go with default. That's why we try and test. I remember this used to be like the Paulo Ricardo stuff. He was like, that's the guy. You know, there was a freaking cable car and everything. But it's 2020, so I don't know. Did they ever update it for 24? No idea. Yeah, Memphis Ton, we surely will. All right, let's go in and have a look at not VATSIM. Let's go in and have a look at Navigraph as the sim is loading. So we're going to import our flight from SimBrief and let's go in and have a look. So, ladies and gentlemen, departure is down as Rolock. Why I don't have a chart for that? That's interesting. Okay, so Rolock. So that's what it is. Take off, and then we're heading out this way. All right, fair enough. Runway 20. After takeoff, course 270 for 5 miles to Isunu, cross at or above 1830, then course 117, 7 nautical miles to Itazo, then course 105, 5 miles to AS202, cross at or below 6,000 feet. Okay, so at or below 6,000. So we need to be careful, right? He updated it for 2024. Oh, okay. All right, and loop all the way across, and then we've no back here. Arrivals. Asalu 1 Alpha, is it? Is it the RNAV? What RNAV do we want? We want the one by the bridge. that it? Yeah, that's it. Ah, deadly. Right, so if I get this right, we fly in this way and we do like it's kind of like a teardrop end. It's not even teardrop, it's like top down. We go straight across and then we're dropping like an absolute mad devil, and the bridge is our major visual reference point, and then we drop in. No? I got the wrong one right. Oh, 20 left. Look, we look good there. 20 left, isn't it? That's what we have. 20 left. Okay. Okay, so we fly in and then sweep it around. That's going to be friggin' class. And then we have to park it. We have to park it, right? Because if we get this wrong, we're shagged. Missed approach. Missed approach, climb to 5,500 feet, maintain course 200 until RJ 907. Then after, turn left to RJ 908, maintain course until 909, turn right until Lockall. Man, the missed approach is savage crack altogether, isn't it? Until Iver for holding. Missed approach, don't hit the mountain. Yes. Yeah, I'd like to say it looks very straightforward, which it kind of is. This is going to be fun. I think this is for GA, not for airliners. No, we're okay. We'll be grand. Totally fine. Don't forget, it's an AR approach. We must get ATC clearance if they're online. Okay. If they're online, yeah, you have to request the approach, is it? Viper. Don't forget, it's an AR approach. Yeah, so we'd have to put, we would request it. Authorization required. Okay. So we would be requesting the RMP Yankee. Wouldn't that be correct? For runway 20 left. That makes sense. That'll be okay. Authorization required. We'd be grand. If it doesn't have, or if we don't have ATC, there's nothing really to worry about. If we do have ATC, we just request it. You know, I will bring popcorn. It'll be fun. It will be fun. It'll be a barrel of laughs. A barrel of laughs. You know. Right, in you go. Do. SB or J. Enable. What could possibly go wrong? That's exactly, you know, nothing. It'll be fine. Nothing to worry about at all. Right. Right, we're in. Do. Give it a second to load. Oh yeah, it looks way better. Although I've no buildings for the gates. Why are the gates hanging out there on their own? Really? Right, let's try this. Right. And of course, they can always say shag off, and then things get interesting. They could. They could. Yeah, this looks better. I think the Yankee is usually for smaller aircraft, but it's so much fun. Easy now, playing. Right. All right. Now, let's go exploring. Oh, this is going to be hilarious. Okay. Any weirdness here now? Oh yeah, this is fine. This airport's fine. It's actually better. I mean, who'd have known? Right, build up the old scenery cache. So 20 left. This is going to be a very short runway, isn't it? Brilliant. If the winds switch and we get 0-2, that's even more fun passing by the Sugarloaf. Yeah, we have to be very careful. Doesn't look like the winds are going to shift though. Isn't there like a zip line that runs across there? There is. In the real world, there's a zip line that brings you across. Right, this is going to be hilarious. Anyway, lads, see that big mountain, the giant one? Yeah, don't hit that. We need to, you right? We're not to hit that. Jeez, I'm getting stutterage. Well, come on up here now. Because we're just trying to load in all the scenery. Is it me, or has that POI taken a kind of step backwards in terms of detailing? No? Because then the amount of people and look at the view. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Absolutely nuts. You're not the first person I've heard ask. No, it is. It's not as good. It's not as good. Okay. There's plenty of photogrammetry. So I just want to make sure we've no real issues. Yeah, look, see the bridge. Where's the rest of the shagging bridge, Sim? Anyone else have that issue? Brazil is a magical place, isn't it? They're just missing half the friggin' bridge. Huh. That's a little bit concerning, considering that's going to be our visual aid as we're flying in here. Right. Yay for dodgy elevation data. How did something like that slip through though? And they only after doing a Brazil update, like, you know what I mean? Hello? Who does the thing with your stuff? A little bit of stuttering here. They're not using this airport anymore, are they not? Santos Dumont. The airport itself is fine, but I'm kind of, that's an issue with without the bridge though. You know? Quality assurance. It's not even the assurance, it's just test it. Like, how many handcrafted airports are there in the sim now? There's under 100. I think. Like, just visit each of them and make sure everything looks okay. You know? AI programming unverified? Nah, man, that's not even... I don't even know what that is. That's just someone not doing their stuff. You know what I mean? That's someone who took a half day. What happens if you turn off photogrammetry? Nothing there. That's not photogrammetry. I'm not getting great performance here. Do you know? RDW77. Day off, enjoying the stream outside and cafe drinking coffee. Dude! Thank you very, very much indeed. Hope you're well, mate. 5 months, buddy. Thank you very, very much indeed. You're looking forward to the DC-6? There's 171 airports now. Alright, okay. It will take you maybe 10 minutes to look at each airport and even say it's 171 man hours. You'd knock that out in a week. Do you know? Diffler did a Rio City pack. I'm getting stutters here, which I don't like. I'm not mad about this situation whatsoever. See the little micro stutters? I'm not liking that at all. So, revert to what we were doing. End the flight. And we'll come back in and do it all over again. Go back. We'll disable this and I'll put back in my 2020 scenery. Do. SB or J. SB or J. Disable. And look at that. It's disabling the world update for Brazil. That's weird. I just want the airport to be disabled. That's stupid. I don't want to select all. There's a fix to the bridge on flightsim.to. But look at this. Why can't I just turn... That's stupid. I don't want to turn off the whole update. You lost your community folder. Click the drop down. I can't just select one. Or, wait, hang on. If I put in World Update Brazil, World Update 19. Discovery flights. So they're streamed regardless, and then we just disable that. Oh, that's fine. Right, that's okay. That's okay. I can hear. Back in there. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna try it again. Yeah, it's Sim Market I got this scenery from. I'm trying to remember when. Maybe it is up to. It could be up to date. But I don't think. I don't think it's the 24 native one. I think it's the 2021. I think. Sure, we'll see. We shall see what happens. Anyway, we have an idea of the weather. We have an idea because it's going to be warm. We're getting a tailwind, and the wind is coming from the south. Meaning we should be quite okay for that runway 20 left arrival. We're going to look for the RNP Yankee for 20 right. We're expecting a flight time of about 2 hours-ish, 2:15. We have a little bit of a tailwind. That might help. Our cruise altitude, according to the brief of Sim. All right, now. Our cruise altitude for tonight is going to be... all right, now. Flight level 370. Wind component positive 38. So block time or block flight time. Air time is about 2 hours. Fair enough. Fair enough. So that should be grand, right? And then we have passengers and baggage as well, but I like to live dangerously. We'll see what the crack is. And then we'll have a look over here. This is definitely going to be a fun one. It's hard to know if we'll get ATC coverage. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully we do. Or if you're taking the 800, I'd seriously suggest few or limited packs. Not at all. It's going to be grand, Dougal. It'll be absolutely fine. Right. Full reverse. Screaming at the brakes. Sunjammer's here. Good to see you. It'll be fine. Where's the crash going to be? There won't be a crash. It's going to be an amazing landing. It's going to be beautiful. Going to nail it. If I float it, I have to go. It's immediate, missed approach. We'll just head out to sea. It should be grand. We're flying with St. Patrick. That's the name of our plane. So it's going to be absolutely brilliant. He's going to end up in the water, isn't he? No, I won't. Will we end up in the water? That's actually, I should put that as the title tonight. Will we end up in the water? Tune in to find out. At about 25 past 10. It'll be daytime when we land here, actually, or it'll be dusk. Right. Let us see now. There's a little bit of weirdness. Sunset, yeah. There's a little bit of weirdness at this airport, but it gives you the bridge. I want the bridge. And I was getting stutters using the default one. Should be very pretty. Yeah. What a way to go. That's the spirit. We'll see what the crack is. Do. Come on, Tim. Do. Hey, Mark Alderson. Good to see you, buddy. Off topic, what monitor do I use? It's an LG C1 OLED TV. It's a 48-inch TV. It's OLED. It's beautiful. There's a little bit of screen burn in it, especially when you're simming. So it does have screen burn, but I think the later variants of the LG OLED TVs kind of fix that. This is the C1, the C2, C3, and I think C4 is out now. They get a little bit better when it comes to screen burning. It's not like it doesn't break anything for you, but it's noticeable. You can see it. Tiny little shadows where icons used to be. Not much I can do about it. You can try pixel refresher and all this kind of stuff, but once it's in, it's in. I'd love to know if there's a way that you can actually just like fix it without having to get a new one, or it is what it is. It's great. Just grab the bridge fix. Can't confirm the bridge appears. Ooh, nice. Roy, take it easy, bud. And I shouldn't need to recheck this if it's working. It should be just working, shouldn't it? Do. So there's a bit of weirdness over here. Okay. Famous last words. Santos Dumont, that's easy. You got a 7.5 in here. Would you go way out with that? Go way out of that. 7.5s are very easy to get into places, actually. Right, that looks good. Let the plane reset. 777 driver, good to see it. You did. We were flying that before your breakfast, buddy. Super machine. Super machine. Right, come on up here now. On. Right. Now, is there any weirdness here going to upset us? There's our beautiful bridge back. Now, we were getting nice weather a while ago. Now, what time are we going to be here tonight? It'll be night time when we're here tonight. It won't be sunset. Oh, no, wait. It will be sunset. No, it won't be sunset. It'll be after sunset. Interesting. Yeah, it will be night time when we get here. 777, hope you're well, bud. Right. Let's go back to this. We'll turn off live weather for the moment. Something like that. You thought earlier than that, my bad. No, that's okay. Right. Well, the good news is I've no stutters now. This is all smooth. We're missing this as a object, but not going to get too worried about that. Jeez, they have an aircraft carrier there. That's mad, isn't it? Okay, so our runways look okay. We're looking good. The buildings are looking okay. And then we just have, you know, to be Janie. Oh, did we fix it? Oh, okay, so there's weirdness going on there. It's just like a texture mismatch. Weird, isn't it? Alright. Good, looking good. Not over the harbour. Yeah, I remember this guy had the cable car. At least the cable is there. I don't know if there are any cars on it. Good. Do you have any clue on how Phoenix stand on their A320 Neos? What do you mean, Commander Fraser? As in where they're at with it? Brazil is one of two South American nations to have operated an aircraft carrier. The other is Argentina. Ah. Right, I think we're looking good here, lads. And the beautiful bridge is there. This is going to be grand. So we're trying to say, right, so how's this all going to look tonight? We're saying around 2100. I think a nighttime arrival is going to be just as pretty, isn't it? Oh, they expected to release at Christmas. They're releasing when they're ready. Like, it's the reality is when developers go quiet like that, they're busy. Do you know? Yeah, this is going to be a challenge now. So, yeah, we full length runway. It's this is going to be fun. Not sure this approach is done at nighttime. I doubt if it is. But sure, look, I'm not overly worried, Dougal. We'll do our own thing. It'll be grand. This is the approach we want. This is the approach we'll get. Famous last words. Whatever happened to Murphy? Oh, he was barred. Huh? It's going to be very pretty, though. Yeah. We'll nail it. It'll be grand. It's a very small looking runway though, isn't it? Isn't it? We'll be grand, lads. Nothing to worry about here at all. Nope, not at all. In our beautiful, beautiful vintage Firefly Air livery. Look at that, man. That's gorgeous, isn't it? So this is what we're flying tonight. The 737-8. Network connection is good. Scenery is now good. The weather forecast, we have that as well. So now we just kind of have fun with it. We'll see what happens. It could be grand, right? If you land with the wheels on the ground, I call that a win. Sheffy, I agree. Yes, that's usually the start of a good landing. Wheels first, please. And that should do the job for sure. Right, lads, I'm going to go away now, grab some lunch, I have to go to the tip with boxes, and then I'll be back in a couple of hours' time. We're back at 1900 Zulu for tonight's flight. We'll see what the story is with ATC. I have the option. We can always go with, say, intentions if we don't have the ATC. So we'll see what's happening tonight, right? I could top Vancouver. I could. I haven't flown the Boeing in a little while on VATSIM. So very much looking forward to that. Everything works as intended. So yeah, we'll see what the crack is. I think tonight's flight, the leg's a little bit too long for the DC-6. We'll be at it for hours. So yeah, this thing will keep us going. We'll be fairly booting it. Our planned cruise is going to be flight level 370? Where's me sim brief? Flight plan gone. Yeah, 370. Right. Is the DC-6 update out? It is. Now, I don't know, have they given it a patch? Oh, there's another update. Product update available. There's been a patch. That was the initial one for 2024. They just released this one last night. Upgraded to working title GNS, VC LOD, tweaks, fixed camera LOD, and forward air stare LOD. So there's been another update for the DC-6 if you want to grab it, lads. I'll grab that now in a moment. Right, lads, that's the story. Thank you all so very much indeed for tuning in. And we flew the... We flew the Starship earlier, and now we're getting ready for tonight's VATSIM flight, which will be in this, the 737-8. Looking forward to it. And the GNS update might fix WASM. Yeah, I'd say so, Zith. Yeah, I'd say that's what it is. If they weren't using working titles, that's where you get the WASM crash. Because that's one of the only WASM gauges you have in the aircraft. So yeah, I'm hoping that's it. Right, lads, we'll see you back here in 5 hours and 10 minutes. Have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you so much indeed for tuning in. See you soon. Engines are now off. I've just killed the mixture. Right? Watch this. Mags are off. Feather boat props. My engines are now completely off, right? And I'll know they're completely off because I'm going to keep an eye on the props. They will just stop, right? Engine 1 stopped. Engine 2 stopped. That's the sound I should hear. This is the sound I do hear. What? What are you doing? Do you know what I mean? We need to clip this. Hey, Coronado, Microsoft and Asobo. 3 lads walk into a bar. This is how the sound should be. I've turned off my engines. However, if there's other aircraft of the same description flying from the Coronado fleet, this is what we hear. Oh, we've got a gun sight. This is a beta, so I'm not too worried. It looks great though, doesn't it? Listen to this.